स्वाहा माता, तुम अग्नि की शक्ति, तुम अग्नि की शक्ति, तुम सच्ची माता। ओम जय स्वाहा माता।
बोले श्री गजानन स्वामी की जय, जगदम्बा माता की, प्रभु श्री रामचंद्र की। Devotees, we welcome you at the Gyaan Deepak to our Ram Naumi celebrations and of course the conclusion of our Navratra Brat. For all of us who have been doing this Brat for Navratra, we have performed Devi Puja and Sri Ram's Puja. Let me say very special blessings to Panatu Maharaj, who kindly consented to come and, as he did the last time, to help us as we worship. We will engage ourselves in devotions to Devi and Bhagwan Sri Ram. But as the journey always begins with the glorification of Gajanan, I want to invite you all to let's join together as we prepare ourselves. Remember, I've been explaining invocation is not for God. Invocation is for us. When we worship Gajanan, we try to awaken that power, Vivek, discriminative power, the ability to shut out everything else and focus upon divinity. In other words, I tune in. I fine-tune my whole attitude to identify with divinity. Of course, JV, we know, represents that power. Ichha Shakti, willpower. And the Shiva, the normal journey, the path of dispassion. At least for this point in time, to let go everything otherwise. So we have to remind ourselves, for the entire day our minds are attracted to all material things, whatever we are doing and so on. And I ask you not to do yourself a disservice by sitting here to pray to that divine and the mind still on material things. You're doing yourself a disservice, not God. So you have taken that time off to be here. We make optimum use of it. And as we keep saying, everybody on your own. So the invocation is like I keep saying, that radio set, I tune in to the right frequency. If I don't tune in, I can't pick up the right signals. So, as we say, everybody is on your own. We concentrate on, firstly, Gajanan Swami. Join me. Gajavadana Gananatha Natha Gauri Vara Tanaya Gunavaya Gajavadana Gananatha Natha Gajavadana Gananatha Natha Gauri Vara Tanaya Gunavaya Gauri Vara Tanaya Gunavaya Gajavadana Gananatha Natha Gajavadana Gananatha Natha Vidyadayak Buddhi Pradhayak Vidyadayak Vidyadayak Buddhi Pradhayak Siddhi Vinayak Ye Shubhadayak विनायक हे शुभदायक गजवदन नाथ गौरीवर तनया गुणलय गौरीवर तनया गुणलय गजवदन नाथ नाथ गजवदन नाथ नाथ Holy Shri Gajaanan Swami ki jai. Now devotees, we will now focus on Devi. So remember simple stotra we do and those 3 words, Trahi Mam Sharanagatam. So many of us have fasted for the Navaratri, and as we mentioned, many may not go for all the days. Just to let you know in case you don't. If you can't go for all the days, the Saptami, Ashtami and Navami, these 3 days are very, very auspicious. And even if these 3 days you can't make, the Ashtami, which was yesterday, you try to make a sacrifice. So if you didn't, the Navaratri was already gone, well then look forward to the next one, hoping that we have the opportunity. But it is always best if you want to worship Devi, Navratra Brat, to go for the entire period. But just in case of circumstances, the Saptami, the 7th day, Ashtami, the 8th day, and the Naumi, the 9th day, these 3 days you can make effort to fast and pray. And if even these 3 days are difficult, you make every effort to do it on the Ashtami Tithi, the 8th day. And if even that you can't do, you're very unfortunate. What can we say? All right? So devotees, today is Naumi, Ram Naumi. The Ashtami finished yesterday, early this morning. Navami, the final day in the Navratra. So we are surrendering to Devi. And remember, I keep saying, it may be like a broken record, I need God. God doesn't need me. When I do all these things I'm doing is for me, not for Devi. God doesn't need anything. So let's not have that arrogance in our minds that I could give God anything. I'm trying to please that Lord. Okay? I need Devi. Devi, energy. Not even a blade of grass could move without energy. So we have to understand what Devi is all about. And we are all here because of Devi. We are functioning because of Devi. And if we can't function because of whatever, then Devi has left us. I hope you have the energy. Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Shakti Rupena Sanskrita. Devi is energy. Tap into that energy. Visualize Ma. And this evening I want to visualize any form of Devi that pleases you best. Whether it's Durga Ma, whether it's Lakshmi Ma, whether it's Saraswati Ma, whether it's Kali Ma, any form, visualize. But you know what you're doing? You're just chanting, Trahi Mam Sharanagatam. Trahi Mam Sharanagatam. Unconditional surrender to Devi. You're on your own. Visualize Mata. Om Sri Ganeshaya Namaha. Sri Saraswatyaya Namaha. Om Ghora Rupe Maharave Sarva Shatru Bhayankari Bhaktebhyo Varade Devi Trahi Mam Sharanagatam. Om Surasurar Chite Devi Siddha Gandharva Sevite Jadya Papa Hare Devi
Trahi Mam Sharanagatam. Trahi Mam Sharanagatam.
Jata Juta Samayukte Lola Jihiranta Karini Druta Buddhi Kare Devi
Trahi Mam Sharanagatam. Trahi Mam Sharanagatam.
Saumya Krodha Dhare Rupe Chanda Rupe Namostute
Trahi Mam Sharanagatam. Trahi Mam Sharanagatam.
Saumya Krodha Dhare Rupe Chanda Rupe Namostute Srishti Rupe Namastubhyam
Trahi Mam Sharanagatam. Trahi Mam Sharanagatam.
जडानां जडतां हन्ति भक्तानां भक्तवत्सला मूढतां हरणे देवी
त्राहि मां शरणागतं त्राहि मां शरणागतं
वम ह्रूं ह्रूं कामये देवी बलिहोम प्रिये नमः उग्रतारे नमो नित्यम
त्राहि मां शरणागतं त्राहि मां शरणागतं
बुद्धिं देहि यशो देहि कवित्वं देहि देहि मे मूढत्वं च हरेत् देवी
त्राहि मां शरणागतं त्राहि मां शरणागतं
इंद्र आदि विलसत द्वंद्व वंदिते करुणामयी तारे ताराधिनाथास्ये
त्राहि मां शरणागतं त्राहि मां शरणागतं
Continue to focus on that particular aspect of Devi that you are focusing upon and continue to recite in your mind Trahi Mam Sharanagatam. Ashtamyang Vachadudasyam Navamyang Yah Pathe Narah Shanamasa Siddhimapnuti Natra Karya Vicharana Moksharthi Labhate Mokshang Dhanarthi Labhate Dhanam Vidyarthi Labhate Vidyang Tarka Vyakaranadikam Idang Stutam Pathe Dyastu Satatang Sadhayanvitaha तस्य शत्रु क्षयं याति महाप्रज्ञा प्रजायते पीडायां वापि संग्रामे याद्यं दाने तथा भये यः इदं पद्धति स्तुतं शुभं तस्य न संशयः इति प्रणम्य स्तुत्वा च योनि मुद्रां प्रदर्शयेत् इति श्री नीर सरस्वती स्तोत्रं समाप्तं प्रथमं शैलपुत्री च द्वितीयं ब्रह्मचारिणी तृतीयं चन्द्रघन्तेति कुष्माण्डीति चतुर्थकं पंचमं स्कन्दमातेति षष्ठं कात्यायनीति च सप्तमं कालरात्रीति महागौरीति चाष्टमं नवमं सिद्धिदात्री च नवदुर्गा प्रकीर्तिता ओम सर्वमंगलमांगल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थसाधिके शरण्ये त्र्यंबके गौरी नारायणी जय भगवती देवी नमो वरदे जय भगवती देवी नमो वरदे जय पाप विनाशनी बहुफलदे जय पाप विनाशनी बहुफलदे जय भगवती देवी नमो वरदे जय शुंभ निशुंभ कपालधारी जय शुंभ निशुंभ कपालधारी प्रणमामि तु देवी नरकी हरे प्रणमामि तु देवी नरकी हरे जय भगवती देवी नमो वरदे जग की रखवाली करने वाली ही जगदम्बे मैया O Mother, you are the protector of the whole world. You are the creatrix. You created this whole world, but at the same time, you protect. We surrender to you, Ma. Take charge of our lives. जग की रखवाली करने वाली जगदम्बे मैया महिमा तुम्हारी है निराली ओ जगदम्बे मैया रखवाली करने वाली जगदम्बे मैया जीते हैं मैया तेरे भरोसे चलती है नैया। तेरे भरोसे चलती है नैया। सबके घर घर में है दीवारी जगदम्बे मैया। दुखियों के घर में सुख बरसा देवी। अंधियारी घर में दिया जला दे। अंधियारी घर में दिया जला दे। सबके मीता दे रातें खाली जगदम्बे मैया। चरणों में बैठे आश लगाए विनती हमारी खाई न जाए। विनती हमारी खाई न जाए। ले लो ये आरती की थाली जगदम्बे मैया। बोले सियार शुक्ति जगदम्बा माता की जय। Devotees, we focus on Bhagwan Shankar, Din Dayalu Kripa Sagar. Remember, he symbolizes state of dispassion, the ability to let go. If I don't have spiritual dispassion, it is impossible to attain perfection spiritually. Devotions are incomplete without the worship of Shiva. Visualize Bholenath, simple mantra. We go on a simple journey. We glorify Shivaji. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Pahi Mam. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Raksha Mam. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Pahi Mam. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Raksha Mam. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Pahi Mam. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Raksha Mam. Om Namah Shivaya, Pahi Mam. Om Namah Shivaya, Raksha Mam. Jai Shiva Omkara, Jai Jai Hara Shiva Omkara. Jai Shiva Omkara, Jai Jai Hara Shiva Omkara. Brahma Vishnu Sada Shiva, Brahma Vishnu Sada Shiva, Brahma Vishnu Sada Shiva, Hara 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 Mahadeva, Om Shiva 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 Mahadeva, Om Hara Shiva Shiva Hara Mahadeva, Hara Shiva Shankar Bholenath, Umapati Shiva Bholenath. Om Shiva Shiva Shankar Bholenath, Neelakanta Hara Deenanath. Om Ahibhushan Shiva Gaurinath, Om Ahibhushan Shiva Gaurinath, Ek Param Sumangal Deenanath, Om Param Sumangal Deenanath, Girijaranga Paramananda Samadhisthina Gangana. He Girijaranga Paramananda Samadhisthina Gangana. महिभूषण शिव गौरीनाथ ओम महिभूषण शिव गौरीनाथ ओम परम सुमंगल दीनानाथ ओम परम सुमंगल दीनानाथ गिरिजारंगा परमानंद समाधि प्रिया गिरिजारंगा परमानंद समाधि प्रिया Devotees, Ram Naumi, for a few moments we focus upon Bhagwan Sri Ram. Before we go into any sort of discourse, let's visualize him. We have worship and we glorify him. Simple Kirtan. Remember, he is our Lord manifest. Yuga Yavatara Shri Raghurama Ram 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 Yuga Yavatara Shri Raghurama Yuga Yavatara Shri Raghurama Yavatara Shri Raghurama Ram Ram Sita Ram Ram Param Niranjana Kripa Nidhana Param Niranjana Kripa Nidhana Shri Raghurama Janaki Rama Shri Raghurama Janaki Rama Ram Ram Ram, Ram Ram Ram, Sitapati Ram. Ram Ram Ram, Ram Ram Ram, Sitapati Ram. Yugayavatara Shri Yugayavatara Shri Sita Ram 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 Raja Ram 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 Sita Ram 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 Raja Ram 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 Yugayavatara Shri Rama. Devotees, Bhagavan Sri Ram manifested, he gave his word in the Gita. In the form of Bhagavan Sri Krishna, he said, whenever unrighteousness is in the ascendant, righteousness is in descendant, then what he does, he manifests himself from age to age to destroy negative forces, to destroy adharma, unrighteousness, to re-establish righteousness. And so, this is a cyclical thing, devotees. Time and again, even right now what we are experiencing in society, the dominance of wickedness, crime, evil. Right? Now, it is not so bad as it was at that point in time, right now. And if you think it bad, imagine what it was at that point in time. Everybody was helpless. And so, Ravan, that dominant character, who once performed a lot of tapasya, he worshipped Shiva a lot. He got power, Bardhan. And it is said power corrupts. Absolute power corrupts absolutely. Ravan went on the other side. He really performed devotions to gain power, to dominate others. So he began a reign of terror, as we all know. And it takes one person to influence so many others, and dharma declined. Dharma, we have said time and again, is not religion. Because many people, they get up and you offer luta jal, you light a diya, and they say you maintain your dharma. That's part of it. What is dharma? It's good to understand. We repeat it over and over. Dharma is the inmost constitution by which a person is supposed to live. Each person fits into society in different capacities. In each sphere of life, we have certain duties, obligations, responsibilities. The sum total of which is your dharma. So a young man, say, as a son, as a father, as a brother, as a worker in society, in different capacities, you have to fulfill your duties, obligations in each sphere if you want to say you maintain dharma. So you could be a very good father but a bad son. You're not maintaining dharma. You are failing. You could be a good son but a bad father. You could be a good father, a good son but a bad husband. In any sphere of life, you don't perform your duties and responsibilities. You are failing in your dharma. You could pray how much you want. Doesn't make a difference. Understand what I am telling you. Now, I am not one to put you in a comfort zone, and make you feel you okay, I want to shake you up a little bit and make you understand that whatever you think you're doing, and you try to justify it by whatever excuses. No, doesn't help. Work is worship, duty is God. Duty. You have to fulfill your responsibilities, your obligations. Sometimes they're very challenging, very, very difficult. But if everything was easy, everybody gets liberation, right? So many of us would pray a lot, and in various ways in life we fail. And when things are not working, you know what we say? We blame everybody else except ourselves. Somebody doing you over, somebody blocking you. Always somebody, somebody, somebody. I agree, But you know who it is? Yourself. You're blocking yourself. But you see, many of us don't see this. We all want to blame. Societies want to blame. Blame everybody else. No devotees. No getting away. So this dharma is dutifulness. Analyze in society today, devotees, in your own way and tell me. Is dharma ascending or is dharma declining? Ask yourselves. You know what is my opinion? Let me impose it on you. Dharma is declining. Many places in Trinidad today and other parts of the world, Ram Naumi, we celebrating. Ram returned to Ayodhya, they celebrating. All parts of the world. But what is the hidden agenda? Is it duty? There's a hidden agenda. Part of it is politics. Part of it is commercialism. To control other people. Very little part of it is spirituality, if at all. And we are caught up in that. We are all caught up in that. So I'm saying, all of you you fast and so on, you prepare this, that is excellent. You worship everything, that's excellent. But when you leave from here and you go back home, you go back out to work, and what do you do? What do you do? Do you make every effort to do the best that you can? Do compromise? Right here, if I were to ask, how many children are disobedient to parents? Right now, ask yourself. You see, children harden, they will grow out. But disobedient, sometimes adult children, they are disobedient to their parents. Now, I thought as minister that parents must control you all the time. I ain't saying all that. But I am saying that as a child, I have a duty, responsibility. Am I fulfilling it? Am I? As a worker, am I fulfilling my responsibility? I keep saying, if I go to a puja devotee and I give you a shortcut, that's not dharma, You wouldn't know. I know, and the divine knows. No, nothing is hidden. Nothing is hidden. And this is what I keep telling people. Right? When the backlash comes, ask yourself, where did you go wrong? Because you are the one who went wrong. Somewhere you slipped. Somewhere you compromised your principles. So you see, dharma is a very, very complex and intricate concept. It's not just praying. Not just praying. You can pray how much you want, but if you don't maintain your duties, your responsibilities, your obligations, your right respect and so on and so forth, dharma declining. You're going to pay the penalty for that. It's going to have a backlash. Everybody must understand that. And don't try to justify. You see, there's principle. If you maintain principle, which is very difficult to maintain, you wouldn't fall. You wouldn't. So devotees, I always like to mention this to our devotees, because sometimes, all this time, religion is very strong. Religion is strong, yes, but the dharma is strong. The dharma is strong. A man may not pray to God. I'm not saying don't pray. Even if you don't pray to God, but you maintain your duty. What did I just say? Work is worship, duty is God. Don't forget that. And you can go from here to wherever. You can migrate to any part of the world. These principles are cosmological, universal. Whether you believe or you don't believe doesn't change it. So devotees, you see, we have to put this to you. So in other words, each person now should ask yourself, do I maintain my dharma? Am I adding to the adharma? No, a thought just crossed my mind. Many may say, well, you know what? If I adharmic, but I'm making God come quick. Because He coming to remove adharma and righteousness. So you think you are a great devotee there? Bringing God upon the earth? Don't fool yourself. Don't fool yourself. Don't be part of that. So devotees, that's enough for that. A word to the wise is sufficient. Do not delude yourselves into believing that you're okay and you compromise your principles, your duties, your obligations. This is why I keep saying over and over, everybody on your own. You compromise your principles, you pray to God. I just said when we started, God doesn't need anything, God doesn't need anything. I need God. And dharma, that is what protects me. Dharma protects those who maintain dharma. So in other words, what we should be doing, ask ourselves quietly in our own minds, if not now when you go home, do I maintain my right principles under all circumstances? Do I interact the right way, the way I'm supposed to do, with all my relationships and so on? Do I perform my duty in the right way? Part of it is spiritual, yes. Do I? You have to answer the question. And the vote is, you can say yes. You can be fooling yourself, but that doesn't change the truth. God knows. And karma comes back to haunt us. Bear that in mind. Everybody on your own. Don't forget this. Don't ever forget this. And nobody could take away your karma. You have to face up to your reactions yourself. Everybody. So the vote is, dharma, to my mind, I'm saying is declining. But remember, I'm exposed to so many things. And people who you expect to make sacrifice and maintain dharma, what can I say? All kind of excuses to not to maintain your dharma. It's hard. It's very difficult. Example. One example and we'll proceed. When Hanuman was going to Patal, he met Makardhwaj, isn't that so? Makardhwaj was his son. Makardhwaj serving Ahiravan. Hanumanji serving Sri Ram. Both of them on different sides of the divide. Father and son meet up. Makardhwaj was on guard. Hanuman wanted to enter into Patal. Makardhwaj said, Father, no matter what, you can't pull rank on me. I am here performing my duty. I cannot allow you to enter. That is duty. Now somebody may say disobedient to his father. Hanuman didn't tell him move, so that he'll be disobedient. Hanuman moved him, if you understand what I mean. Hanuman serving Sri Ram. Both had a fight. But they're not fighting for property, not fighting for money, not fighting for material things that so many people, father and children, fight for. No. Fighting on the point of duty. Makardhwaj was serving his master. Hanuman serving his master. They fought. But understand that fight was something different. It was on the point of duty. At the end of it, devotees, Makardhwaj was elevated to the king of Patal. If he was disobedient and broke the laws of dharma, wouldn't he be destroyed? Sri Ram elevated him, coronated him as king of Patal. So here you see how unpleasant that duty was. But neither of them shook the responsibility. And to wrap it up here, the whole of the Gita, what Bhagavan Sri Krishna told Arjuna, if it is your duty to fight a righteous battle, no matter who it is, fight your battle. Stick to principle. And the vote is, many people don't understand Gita. Many say, Lord Krishna teach people to fight, to kill. Well, I can't deal with ignorance. Murkhasya aushadhi nasti. There is no cure for stupidity. This is why you see on the superficial, people fall victim to all kind of scheme. You're not looking at principle. So remember, dharma. Dharma. Great minds reflect on principles, mediocre minds on events, undeveloped mind on people. In every situation, there is a principle. If you can't derive that principle and live by it, you'll be a constant failure in life. Not maybe, you would be. Dharma is powerful, most powerful. Dharma protects those who maintain dharma. And why I'm saying all this? I said it simply in the beginning, but sometimes we do understand. God manifests himself to destroy adharma and to restore dharma. It's for dharma's sake he comes into the world. Dharma. So this is why we emphasize upon that. You have to do your duty. You have to maintain your responsibilities. Praying is personal. Okay? So I leave it up to you. If you want to go to work and watch the clock and duck out when you see nobody are watching, fix up. You know who paying for that? You know who paying for that? This is bitter pill, Poison. But this is a fact. Okay? And if you notice in society, isn't that the norm? How many times I've said this? Man getting paid to do a job, you have to bribe him to do it. Is that dharma? So many ways, unprincipled behavior. Society rotten to the core. So this is why I said, to me, dharma is declining. And each person has to ask yourself if you're adding to that, contributing to it. So way back in the past, Ramayana tells us the influence of Ravan, children disobedient to parents, people disrespected God, disrespected holy people, disrespected temples and so on and so forth. And yes, how can you disrespect a temple devotees? How do you disrespect God? If I'm going to go into this devotee, many people are going to feel very offended. Very offended. So let me do say nothing. When in a bad mood, I will tell all you. Some are maybe Hanuman Jayanti Day. So you can see some of them talking now, they won't come. Devotees, disrespect, disregard for what we do, all is adharmic. Very much adharmic. That obtained at that point in time. And so the earth was burdened. And devotees, you can see it happening. When the earth is burdened, you have Daiviktap, earthquakes. You know, environmental disasters over which we have no control. Is not happening throughout the world. The wars and so on is man's stupidity causing it. Man's ego causing it. But wildfires burning by thousands of hectares of land. A flood, drowning. New York got an earthquake recently. How many years? They never had an earthquake. All know that, right? A 4-point-something earthquake. All go New York, go ahead. Whenever these things experience, you're experiencing these things. The earth is burdened, burdened. Devotees, Ramayana says, Mother Earth could bear the burden of all the mountains, all the rivers, the oceans, everything. But one sinner is too much to bear. And how much we have now? And how many of us are contributing to it? Burden of the earth. So therefore the reaction is Daiviktap. Now, it makes no sense that when something happens, Guruji really say that. That means nothing to me, you know. Change the way in which we function. This is why all these functions have been given to us to help us. So devotees, all is part of the Katha we know. And the earth was burdened, devatas were distressed, whatever. The devatas prayed for the Lord to manifest himself to relieve the earth of its burden. Sri Ram manifested himself. And on this particular day, right, more than 10,000 years ago, can be very accurate. On the Naumi day, the 9th day in the Chait Navratra, midday time, Sri Ram manifested himself. He appeared in the palace of Raja Dashrath. But the Lord came in 4 forms, Sri Ram, Lakshman, Bharat and Shatrughan. But devotees, just prior to that, and I want to point it out to you, Dashrath was married 3 times for the purpose of having sons. He had none. He had one daughter, whose name was Shanta. She was married to Kardam Rishi. To have sons, see, Dashrath went to his Guru Vasisht, and he cried his distress. The Guru said, don't worry, in time to come, you will have 4 sons, whose glories will be known throughout the 3 worlds. The Guru performed what is called Putrishti Yagya. And we know in society today, you have different strategies for people who are not having children. Right? Many of you do IVF and whatever else have you. You know, in Hinduism, we do certain sacrifices, spiritual sacrifices. Putrishti Yagya. And at the same when that yag was performed, right, powerful mantras were chanted into the fire. At the end of it, a form appeared out of the fire again. And in his hand, there was a container with some substance that was, you know, the prasad of the yag. Devotees. So when that again appeared, he said to Dashrath, "Oh Dashrath, I want you to do something with this. I'm giving this to you. What you need to do, distribute it amongst your 3 queens, and they will become expectant mothers." So devotees, just a chaupai or 2, how Dashrath distributed that kheer. Yagyavalak Muni saying, devotee, that amount of kheer, Ardhabhag Kaushilya hi dinhi. Dashaji called his 3 queens to him. Half of that amount that was presented to him by Agindev, he gave to Kaushilya. She was the first queen, Kaushilya. Whatever was left, Adhe Bhag, Ubhaya Bhag, Adhe Kar Kinha. So the rest that was left, that is half, he divided again into half. So this should be a quarter of the whole thing. Now listen to it, this is mathematics here is interesting. Half to Kaushilya, quarter of the whole to Kaikai. Right? Dinhi Sumitrahi, Mana Prasankari. Ehi Bidhi Kaushilya. So what happened then, devotees? Rehu so bhai, bhag puni bhayahu. The quarter that was left, again was subdivided into 2 parts. So a quarter divided by 2 is, Dharam? 1/8. Right? He know him much. Because he hate Panita already. 1, 2 is 2, 2, 2 is 4, 3 is 6. We learn it. Yeah. So devotees, 2 pieces, 1/8 each. One was put into the hand of Kaushilya, in the hand of Kaikai, and these 2 gave it to Sumitra, the last queen. So she got 2 pieces, 1/8 each of the whole thing. So Kaushilya got a half, Kaikai got a quarter, and Sumitra got 2 pieces, 1/8 each. Now, I don't know if people have heard this before, so I'm going to tell you. If you never heard it before, when I finish say it, forget you hear it, if that is possible. So some people say that Hanumanji is Sri Ram's brother. Or ever hear that? Good, never heard, good. So some people say that. But how see Hanuman became Sri Ram's brother? They said that when Dasharat was distributing the kheer, this bird, I don't know what kind of bird it was, right, was passing by, and the bird dug down and pick up some in his beak and fly away into the forest. See what they say. And in the forest, Anjani, the mother of Hanuman, she was there. Hanuman wasn't born yet. So my imagination was that, she's sitting there and her mouth was open maybe, and the bird come and drop the kheer inside her mouth. And as Kaushilya, Sumitra, and Kaikai became expectant mothers, so they say Anjani became an expectant mother, because she got part of the kheer. So that is why they say Hanuman happened to be Sri Ram's brother. Now you hear all kind of thing, right? Now, to my mind, if I have half, a quarter, 1/8 and 1/8, I get a whole. Right? Nothing missing. Okay? Hanuman's Katha with devotee is different. Sri Ram's manifestation, Vishnu avatar. And Hanuman, his Shiva avatar. Different. So let's forget that. If you heard it, if you never heard it before, forget it. Or if you want to remember it so you won't get fooled by anybody saying that, that is not documented in Ramayana. All right. Now devotees, many people would go this katha. Today, all about them may read this katha. I want to ask you, you ever ask yourself, what this whole thing, what a half and a quarter and 1/8 and 1/8, is it arbitrary? Or is it a special reason why it was divided like this? Now, I will put it to you, and it's up to you to assimilate it. Now, the numerator in each one is 1, correct? The numerator of dharma is the number on top. So the 1, the numerator right through is 1. The denominator, Kaushalya, 2. Kaikeyi, 4. And Bharat and Shatrughan, well, Lakshman and Sumitra, 1/8 each. Right? 8/8. Now Sri Ram was born of Kaushalya, half. Bharat was born of Kaikeyi, the quarter. And Lakshman and Shatrughan, they're born of Sumitra. That is 1/8 each. Now what does it mean? Now devotees, each one of them is divinity. Each one. But here, we have to understand that Sri Ram, metaphysically, represents what they call Gyaan Yoga, the path of wisdom. Lakshman represents what they call Dhyan Yoga, the path of meditation. Bharat symbolizes Bhakti Yoga, the path of devotion. And Shatrughan, he symbolizes Karam Yoga. So these are basically 4 pathways. Notice that I said the numerator is 1, but the denominator differs. What it tells me, that different pathways I can take to reach to the same numerator, the same point of spirituality, oneness with God. So let's take Sri Ram. That half devotees, 1/2, the denominator symbolizes 2 lakshan, attitudes that we have when Sri Ram was born. What they call Tatas Lakshan and Swarup Lakshan. Now I'm not saying Lakshman, I'm saying Lakshan, attitude. For those who want to understand and develop yourself. The half, the 2 underneath, Tatas Lakshan, Swarup Lakshan. So then, what is part of it is, like when Sri Ram manifests, he behaves as a man amongst men. That is Tatas Lakshan. Then he behaves as divinity amongst men, his true nature. That is Swarup Lakshan. So in other words, Sri Ram represents Tatas Lakshan, Swarup Lakshan. And how many times have I said, Ram hai Atma, Atma hai Ram. All of us, we are unshouted manifestation of the divine. So we possess these 2. The body, Tatas Lakshan. Right? Atma, Swarup Lakshan. So there are times when we behave as man. Well, most times. Very few of us behave in a divine way. As man, Tatas Lakshan dominates us. Swarup Lakshan is hidden. And the objective, you see, this body, the body is Ayodhya. If you cannot take scriptures and apply it to yourself, you're wasting time. You're telling story only. And if you can't understand, internalize this, then devotees, you know what the level you are at. That's the preschool level. Or play with blocks and so on and expect everything to work out. No. You have to apply. So this body is Ayodhya. And here, Ram hai Atma. That divinity is in every one of us. Aham Brahmasmi. But they see Tatas Lakshan, the body, with all its attributes, all the, the hate and the anger and the lust and the greed and so on. We have to transcend that. And then we come to Atma. We can reach that 1, the numerator. You have to transcend it. You have to make this effort to overcome the limitations of the human form. Half. Devotees, Bharat, purify the chit, bhakti yoga. We have the antahakaran, manas, buddhi, ahankar, and chit. Now many of you may not even know this, but I have said this countless times in Gyaan Deepak. Manas, buddhi, ahankar, and chit. Right? Now what purify chit means, manas merges into buddhi. Buddhi merges into ahankar. Ahankar goes into chit, purify chit. It's a journey inside where I go beyond grossness to the state of subtlety, spirituality. Then through the path of bhakti, purify chit, then I can reach to that point, oneness with the divine. Lakshman devotees, he represents Dhyan Yoga. What is Dhyan Yoga? Many of them we have heard of Ashtang Yoga, right? 8 limbs of yoga. Have you heard of that? 8 limbs of yoga. Yam, Niyam, Asan, Pranayam, Pratyahar, Dharana, Dhyan, and Samadhi. Now, I'm not flaunting knowledge now, just telling you, we have said this over and over again. You can take this pathway also, the path of Dhyan, these 8 principles, Ashtang Yoga, and you can come to that point of oneness with the divine, that unity. Now all depends upon temperament. So if people can't understand all what I'm saying, because this ain't applying to you. Then there is what they call Karam Yoga. Through part of disinterested action, I can reach to the divine. Now devotees, how do I do that? How do I reach there? Karma binds me. Karma. So you have 8 factors again here. So there's Sanchit karma, there's Prarabdha karma. Everybody has stored up karma. You see, like you work and you save up money in the bank, those of you save. And when you're ready, you take out and you spend. Well, in this case, all of us perform actions in the past, and our karmas are stored up. And whatever is happening to us today is part of that stored up karma bearing fruits. We call it Prarabdha karma. Everybody. We are suffering for whatever it is based upon our actions of the past. Or we are benefiting, as the case may be. So Sanchit Prarabdha. And then devotees, to get out of all that, there is Sharanagati, we have explained. There are 6 components of Sharanagati. I've explained all this already, you know. Right? 6 components which if I practice, I burn away all karmas, all Sanchit, all Prarabdha. Karma is what keeps me here. So to burn away my karmas, unconditional surrender. Scriptures give injunctions. Follow them to the letter. But the only time you could do that is if you know what they are. If you sit in the yoga and we sleep away, the mind's trained. Is that you'll learn anything? How are you going to know it? If you don't know it, how could you practice it? The scriptures say, prohibitions, don't do this, don't do that. Sometimes we turn a deaf ear because I want to do what I feel. Fix up. But you have to maintain injunctions, avoid prohibitions. Those 2. Believe in God and none else but God. So I've said this many times. You can't be offering dhar every Friday, fasting for the Navratram, put in dhar, and from the time Navratram finish, you won't buy a Ubia man. You won't buy a psychic. Do this, do that, do the next. You ain't believe in God? Believe in God and none else but God. That's 4. Humility and self-surrender. Attitudes. These 6 are 6 components of Sharanagati. If you practice these 6, what happens is I say, you burn away Sanchit and Prarabdha. That is the 8. You attain to that oneness. All your karmas are burnt away. You become free. So if all you think that you could go to God just so by doing a little dhar here and there, you're getting crumbs from the bird. If you want to find that Lord, really, really find Him, this is the journey. But you choose the pathway based upon your temperament. Even bhakti devotee, purify chit. Manas has to go into buddhi. Buddhi into ahankar, ahankar into chit. That inner journey. Then purify chit. You become like Bharat. That is pure devotion. You see? So this is for people who want to attain to that oneness. And if people don't want to reach there, you offer your dhar, you put in a little bit and say, God give me this, God give me that. God bless me with it, God bless me with that. God bless you, and when you're dead, you leave everything and you go. Nice, right? And that what you want? Think. Think about it, devotees. I may put it in a very caustic kind of way, but this is to make you try to understand something. Where you're gravitating towards. All that is fickle and fey. It serves a purpose only for a time. But it is not the reality. The reality is that I must attain that state of freedom from bondage. And this Ramayana, this manifestation of Sri Ram, Lakshman Bharat Shatrughan, pointing us in this direction. Any one of these pathways we can choose. And therefore you should be asking yourselves right now, which pathway are you on? Gyaan, Dhyan, Bhakti, or Karma? Now this is not multiple choice, you know. But I could put a multiple choice. NA, not applicable. None. None. They're just going through motions. Now devotees, I'm putting all this to you to help you to understand that you're on your own. I can't do anything for you. God doesn't do anything for you. You have to make your effort. Self-effort is everything in life. Self-effort. Okay? So devotees, when we read of manifestation, I mean, we could sing Jhule Jhule Palna and all them things and feel nice and go home. What to my mind, what you learn? You learn anything? It helped me to go anywhere. Now, many may not be too interested, but there may be some. So for the few of you who really want to go this way, I'm putting this to you. You see? And you know, why I'm doing this, you see, for me, so this is what I'm looking at also. A long time when you're young, chole chole palna, but you're clapping, singing, enjoying yourself. As you get older, you realize that enjoyment, you think, but it is just temporary, for the moment. When everybody finishes clapping, chole chole palna, gone out then, back to normal. Back to normal. And I keep saying, every puja we do, every sacrifice we do, is like lighting that lamp. And you have to keep on offering, keep on putting fuel. Otherwise, the lamp is going to burn out. So devotees, Ram Naumi is very, very essential for us to understand. It's not about Sri Ram being born, but it's about Atma, spirituality developing within us. This is the Ayodhya. And which pathway I'm choosing, you decide. This was why I mentioned when January month, they consecrated Murti in India. Ram returning to Ayodhya. Do this, light diya. And many people should not light diya for that. I don't know why do light diya every day. This is Ayodhya. The Murti, I ask you a question, did Sri Ram ever leave Ayodhya? But even if they do that, I don't look at the physical incident. I look at the interpretation. Bring Sri Ram back into this Ayodhya. Notice the child, the Bal group they put. The child, the young spirituality of the child. Bring it back inside of us and allow it to grow. Otherwise, what is the purpose of all that? What is the purpose of all that? Panditumat will tell you. He said, well, he ain't going back there again. I can tell him, don't go in the first place, but then he wouldn't know. Right? He wouldn't know. Line up, you have to line up. Even if in front of the Murti, you see many of us when you do puja, you want to reach in front of the Murti and shake and catch pavanding. Go there. They squash you, dead righty. You think you have time to do that? No more than 4-5 seconds in front of the Murti. If you pay some money, you go up a little quicker. If you pay, you got a bribe to go. You're telling me about nonsense taking place? Huh? Even in India? Devotees, I'm on solid ground when I say what I say. Very solid ground. All that politics, and notice 1 month afterwards, they're advertising how much gold they collect, how much donation they collect. It's business. And plenty of people rushing like madans going. You are part of the business. You know what? You're getting sold. But if you have a good mind, you go, you might get some blessings, hopefully, I don't know. I can't judge that. But this is why I keep saying, you have to internalize. This is Ayodhya. Sri Ram inside. So when we celebrate Ram Naumi all now, we worship Devi Ma, Shakti, energy in us, Sri Ram, Atma Hai Ram. What we are doing is to revive that spirituality in each of us. If you don't do that, just normal mechanical routine you're carrying out. What does it do for you? Apply to the inside, devotees. Apply to the inside. All right? And you will definitely have a different quality of life. Now, I'm saying this from another perspective. The children are around, they may understand anything I'm saying. But the adults could understand, your parents, the parents, and who teaching your children? You're supposed to teach them, no? But if you don't know, what you're going to tell them? This is part of the problem that we have. Parents, first teachers. You have to inculcate these values in the children at home. Don't expect them to get it on the outside. But again, I'm saying, if you don't have the values, what could you teach to them? It all goes back to parents. People should learn to understand. And if you fail to prepare your children with the spirituality, you have disappointed them, you have not done your duty. You fail. Dharma, fail. So devotees, this is why I speak to this level for the adults, to understand it, internalize it, assimilate it, and pass it on. I wouldn't be here all the time. I keep saying that. All right? And I can guarantee you that you wouldn't be hearing this kind of thing all the time. Yes, I can guarantee you that. You can hear the normal kind of boom-boom-nawing kind of thing. Wake up, devotees. Jago. Wo to jag musafir bhor bhai. Avarain kaha jo savata hai. Wake up. The dawn of wisdom has broken. The night of delusion has ended. I hope. Jago. So let Sri Ram really return to Ayodhya, but inside here. So devotees, when we go into the Palna Puja, And you come here and you put your flower gently, a gentle rock. Sri Ram Sharanam Mama. You're trying to identify, Atma identifying with that Paramatma. I want to experience, I want to come to that state of oneness with my Master. Ishwar Ant Jiva Vinashi. At the surface you say, protect me, Lord. But deeper down, Aham Brahmasmi. Ram, Sri Ram is in every one of us. Every one of us. But at the end of the day, like a nice flame, but a bushel covering it. Instead of removing the bushel, what we do, we cast concrete on it. So not even a ray of light can come through. And then we blame the whole world except ourselves. God against me. The religion is good. This one, that one is your stupidity. I'm not saying you're stupid, but our own stupidity causes our problem. Rather than we remove the bushel, we add into it. All these things we do here is to remove the bushel. The devotees, again I'm saying, I can't do it for you. I could, I will help Dharam. You see, who can't help themselves, I will help them. But if I do that, it means I lose some of my power. And if I have to do it for Dharma, I will do nearly all. So what happens is that, if a person really needs a push, we can give it to you. But try now. Because remember, I'm on the same journey. I am on the same journey. I hope that you are on also. Except that I may be at a different level. I'm not looking at the things that are around me to attract me or distract me. I'm looking at the goal, the objective. I want to be there. I want to feel the presence of my Master. This is what I want. Yeah? So devotees, Ram Naumi with a different perspective. Think about it. You can glorify, worship and so on, but if you don't take a practical lesson out of it, what's the purpose? So devotees, in Ayodhya Puri there was great joy, great excitement. So what we will do for a few moments, we will glorify Bhagavan Sri Ram. Right? We can make preparation for the final Havan in the meantime. Yeah? Yes? Yeah. So devotees, we will do, you see, when Sri Ram became the king of Ayodhya, Raja Ram, Ayodhya Puri experienced perfection. Perfection. When spirituality is born in us, when this is coronated as, in the throne of the heart, then this is what happens to us. Everything is perfect. As we say, the utopian state. This is the utopian state we can experience right here. And devotees, if you think there's another way, go ahead. You'll bounce your head, you have to come back to what I'm telling you. These are universal principles. Okay? So we'll glorify that Lord, devotees. We want to feel Him inside. Yeah? Ram. Raghupati Raghav Raja Ram. Patita Pavan Sita Ram. Raghupati Raghav Raja Ram. Patita Pavan Sita Ram. Devotees, you see this simple line? Raghupati Raghav Raja Ram, Patita Pavan Sita Ram. That in itself, devotees, is complete and total. Nothing added to that and taken out of that. If you chant that, that's all. Raghupati Raghav Raja Ram, Patita Pavan Sita Ram. Everything there is when you could visualize Sita Ram. Raghupati Raghav Raja Ram, Patita Pavan Sita Ram. When Sri Ram sat in the throne of Ayodhya, right, devotees? Vah Shubha Samaj Sukha, Katna Banai Khagesh, Varanai Sara Seshtuti, So Rasa Jan Mahesh. Mere oratory, mere knowledge can't make you experience that. But this passion, letting go of all things, you can't be taking enjoying gross tastes and expect to experience bhakti ras, supreme taste. Let go. So if it's for this point in time, devotees, try and see how best you can, what you experience as we proceed to wrap up our devotions tonight. So I'm saying this to you because those of you who want to go home quick, you feel motivated. We can finish now. Yeah? So you must put some effort into it. Patita Pavan Sita रघुपति राघव राजा राम। रघुपति राघव राजा राम। पतित पावन सीताराम। पतित पावन सीताराम। राम राम जय राजा राम। राम राम जय राजा राम। राम राम जय राम राम रघुपति राघव राजा राम। रघुपति राघव राजा राम। पतित पावन सीताराम। पतित पावन सीताराम। राम राम जय राजा राम। राम राम जय राजा राम। राम राम जय राम राम जय हे राम राम जय राजा राम। हे राम राम जय राजा राम। राम राम जय सीताराम। हे राम राम जय सीताराम। हे राम राम जय जय श्री राम। हे राम राम जय जय श्री राम। हे राम राम जय राजा राम। जय जय राजा राम। जय सीताराम। हे राम राम जय राजा राम। राम राम जय सीताराम। हे राम राम जय सीताराम। हे राम राम जय जय श्री राम। हे राम राम जय जय श्री राम। हे राम राम जय जय श्री राम। राम आदौ रामतपोवनादिगं हत्वा मृगं काञ्चनं वैदेहि हरणं जितायुमरणं सुग्रीव सम्भाषणं बाली निर्दलनं समुद्रतरणं लङ्कापुरी दाहनं पश्चात् कुंभकरं रावणहरणम् एतद्धि रामायणम्। ओम श्री सीतारामचंद्राय नमो नमः। बोलिए श्री राजा रामचंद्र की। Alright, so devotees will join together in final havan. Om Ganganapataye Namah Swaha. Shri Gauri Mata Swaha. Prithvi Mata Swaha. Panchlok Paldevaya Swaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Swaha. Om Namo Narayanaya Swaha. Om Namah Shivaya Swaha. Om Shri Brahmagnaye Namah Swaha. Shri Suryari Navgrahadevaya Swaha. Om Hrim Sim Chandikayai Namah Swaha. Om Krim Kaliyai Namah Swaha. Mahalakshmi Mata Bhyo Namo Namah Swaha. Om Srim Hrim Saraswatyai Swaha. Om Shri Ishwari Devi Swaha. Om Shri Parameshwari Devi Swaha. Om Shri Shitala Devi Swaha. Shri Mahanyapurna Devi Swaha. Om Shri Mangala Devi Swaha. Om Shri Chandi Devi Swaha. Om Shri Mansa Devi Swaha. Om Hrim Shashti Devyai Swaha. Om Shri Tara Devi Swaha. Om Shri Shodasi Devi Swaha. Om Shri Bhuvaneshwari Devi Swaha. Om Shri Chanamasta Devi Swaha. Om Shri Bhairavi Devi Swaha. Om Shri Dhumavati Devi Swaha. Om Shri Bagalamukhi Devi Swaha. Om Shri Matangi Devi Swaha. Om Shri Kamla Devi Swaha. Om Shri Hemavati Devi Swaha. Om Shri Siddheshwari Devi Swaha. Om Shri Kalyani Devi Swaha. Om Shri Katyayani Devi Swaha. Om Shri Aindri Devi Swaha. Om Shri Agni Rupa Devi Swaha. Om Shri Varahi Devi Swaha. Om Shri Khargadharani Devi Swaha. Om Shri Varuni Devi Swaha. Om Shri Kaumari Devi Swaha. Shri Mrgvahini Devi Swaha. Om Shri Shuradharani Devi Swaha. Om Shri Brahmani Devi Swaha. Om Shri Vaishnavi Devi Swaha. Sarva Devi Bhyo Namo Namah Swaha. Om Shri Hanumate Namah Swaha. Sita Ramachandrai Bhyo Namo Namah Swaha. Radha Krishnaya Namah Swaha. Om Shri Ishtadevaya Swaha. Om Shri Kuldevaya Swaha. Om Shri Asthan Devaya Swaha. Om Shri Gram Devaya Swaha. Om Shri Itar Karam Pradhan Devaya Swaha. 5 times again. Shri Vastu Devaya Swaha. 33 करोड़ देवता भ्यो नमो नमः स्वाहा। सर्व देवता सर्व देवी भ्यो नमो नमः स्वाहा। अनंत स्वरूपाय ब्रह्मणे नमः स्वाहा। ओम श्री गुरुवे नमः स्वाहा। So devotees, we are making the final offerings to complete our Navratra. Many of us will have offered coconuts. The coconut represents what we call karma phal, the fruits of our actions. Actions are what bring us back into this world, good or bad. Now if you notice, all the fibers in the coconut represent what they call the vasanas, or the subtle desires that prompt us to act with a sense of doership. And so karmas bind us. So when I perform Devi Puja especially, I offer coconut. It is to burn away karmas, let the higher self dominate the lower self. It is symbolic. Many think it's a life we offer. Instead of a goat or a hog, we offer coconut. Wrong. Wrong thinking. Right? It's not about offering life. It's about burning away karma. So we concentrate on Devi. Lady, piece of can front up now. Om Jayanti Mangala Kali Bhadra Kali Kapalini Durga Chama Shiva Dhatre Swaha Swadha Namostute Jai Tvam Devi Chamunde Jai Bhutarthi Harni Jai Sarvagate Devi Kal Ratri Namostute Om Namah Shambhavai Cha Mayo Bhavai Cha Namah Sankarai Cha Mayaskarai Cha Shivai Cha Shivtarai Cha Om Namah Shivai Om Purnamedah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Sarvam Vai Purnagvam Swaha. Let the fire fall into the samagri, not inside. So it won't catch up. Yeah. Alright. Put the leaf one side. Touch the coconut tree, yeah, put that one side, touch the coconut tree fire, touch it to your forehead. Don't put it inside. Touch it to your forehead, Satisha. Right. Put it inside the container one side here. Yeah. Right. We'll sit inside. Do Asman 3 times. Burn your coconut closer to the fire, Satisha. So do Asman on coconut on fire. Om Sarva Papaharang Dibyam Gangeyang Dirmalam Jalam Asmanang Chamaya Dattam Grihitam Purushottama Om Brahmagnaye Namaha. Bow to the flame. Now devotees, I want you to remain right where you are, and everybody try to put your focus on Bhagwan Sri Ram. See if you can visualize Nilam Bhujasham Malukum Malangam Sita Samarupita Bama Bhagam Panau Mahasaya Kacharu Chapam Namami Ramam Nahuban Sanatham. That's Supreme Purush. Ram Brahm Paramarti Rupa Avigat Alak Anadi Anupa. We perform Sri Ramastuti. Pour your hearts out. Shri Ramachandra Kripalu Bhajuman Arana Bhava Bhayadarunam Shri Ramachandra Kripalu Bhajuman Arana Bhava Bhayadarunam Nava Kanjalochana Kanja Mukhakar Kanja Pada Kanjarunam Kandarpa Aganita Amita Chabi Navanila Niraja Sundaram Patapita Manahu Tarita Ruchi Suchi Naumi Janaka Sutavaram Bhajudina Bandhu Dinesha Dhanam Daityavanshanikandanam Raghunanda Ananda Kanda Kusha Chandra Dasharathanandanam Siramukuta Kundala Tilaka Charu Udhara Anga Vibhushanam Ahajanu Bhuja Shara Chapadhara Sangrama Jita Khardushanam Iti Vadati Tulasi Dasa Shankar Shesha Muni Manaranjanam Mama Hridaya Kanjani Vasakuru Kamadi Khaladala Ganjanam Shri Ram, Shri Ram, Shri Ram, Jai Ram. Bole Shri Raja Ramachandra ki jai. Devotees be joined in Aarti, Ramayana Aarti. What the devotees will all come, and you can just, Aarti, they take you Aarti, you can take a flower, offer it into the palna, gentle shake as I said, Sri Rama Sharanam Mama. Sri Ram Sharanam Mama. So in the Sigri Putati shelter Bhagwan Sri Ram. We turn to respective place and keep on chanting as we try not to engage in any old talk and so on the devotees. Aarti is very, very special. Palna Puja. So we begin Ramayana Aarti. Shri Ramayana Ji ki Aarati Shri Gavat Brahma Muni Narada Gavat Brahma सनकादि शेष अरुषारद शुक सनकादि वरने पवन सुत कीरति संतत गावत शंभु भवानी संतत गावत आदि कवि बखानी व्यास हरि कवि चाहे वेद पुराण अष्टदश चाहे वेद मन धन संतन की सरवस तन मन धन कली मलहरनी विषय रस की कली मलहरनी आरत शीर मायन जी कीरति करी कृत जय श्री राम जय श्री राम जय श्री राम the devotees that relevant bhajan, the chant kirtan, as Sri Ram worship way back in the past and even presently symbolically. So let's all join. Jule jule palana, jule jule palana, Kaushilya jula vilalana. झूले झूले पलना कौशल्या झूला गे ललना झूले झूले पलना कौशल्या झूला गे ललना काहे के यह पहना बनी है, काहे के यह पहना बनी है, काहे के लागे फूलना, ओ काहे के लागे फूलना, कौशल्या झुलावे ललना। झूले झूले पलना, कौशल्या झुलावे ललना। चंदन की यह पहना बनी है, चंदन की यह पहना बनी है, चंदन की। रेशम के लागे फूलना, ओ रेशम के लागे फूलना, कौशल्या झुलावे ललना। झूले झूले पलना, कौशल्या झुलावे ललना। पलना झुलावे, यो मेरी ललना की पलना झुलावे, यो मेरी। तुम भी दोनों हाके कंगना, तुम भी दोनों हाके कंगना, कौशल्या झुलावे ललना। झूले झूले पलना, कौशल्या झुलावे ललना। सूर्य सखी भजो बाल राम को, सूर्य सखी भजो बाल राम को। जुग जुए तेरे ललना, जुग जुए तेरे ललना। झूले झूले पलना, कौशल्या झुलावे ललना। कौशल्या झुलावे ललना। झूलना झुलावे श्री राम, झूलना ओह झूलना, अरे झूलना झुलावे श्री राम। झूले नंद राम, झूले श्री राम, झूले नंद राम, झूले श्री राम। पलना झुलावे गीत सुनावे, पलना झुलावे, पलना झुलावे, पलना झुलावे गीत सुनावे। मंगल गावे श्री राम, ए मंगल गावे श्री राम। झूले नंद राम, झूले श्री राम, ए झूले नंद राम, झूले श्री राम। रेशम के डोरी झुलावे कौशल्या, रेशम की डोरी, रेशम की डोरी, हाँ रेशम की डोरी झुलावे कौशल्या। आरती उतारे श्री राम, ए आरती उतारे श्री राम। झूले नंद राम, झूले श्री राम। झूलना झुलावे श्री राम, झूलना ओह झूलना, अरे झूलना झूलावे श्री राम झूले नंद राम झूले श्री राम झूले नंद राम झूले श्री राम झूले नंद राम झूले श्री राम झूले श्री राम झूले परम धाम झूले परम धाम झूले सुख धाम झूले सुख धाम झूले मम धाम झूले राम झूले सुख धाम हे झूले परम धाम झूले परम धाम झूले मम धाम हे झूले श्री राम झूले श्री राम झूले श्री राम शिव हरे शिव राम सखे प्रभु तेरे ताप निवारण हे विभु अज जनेश्वर यादव पाहि मां शिव हरे विजयं कुरु मे वरं शिव हरे विजयं कुरु मे वरं प्रतिदिनं कुशलं जय मङ्गलं प्रतिदिनं कुशलं जय मङ्गलं मंगलम भगवान विष्णु मंगलम गगध्वज मंगलम पुंडरीकाक्ष मंगलायतनु हरि ओम आवाहनम न जानामि विसर्जनम पूजां चैव न जानामि क्षम्यतां परमेश्वर परमेश्वरी ओम गच्छ गच्छुरश्रेष्ठ स्वस्थाने परमेश्वर यत ब्रह्मादयो देवास्तत्र गच्छुतासना ओम लाभस्तेषां जयस्तेषां कुतस्तेषां पराजया येषामिन्द्रि वर्षामो हृदयस्तु जनार्दन ओम सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामया सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुर्भाग् भवेत् ओम मंत्रहीनं क्रियाहीनं भक्तिहीनं जनार्दनं भक्तिहीनं गणेश्वर हे परमेश्वरी हे सदाशिव हे कपीश्वर हे अग्नीश्वर यत्पूजितं मया देवा हे देवी माँ परिपूर्णं तदस्तु मे ओम असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्युर्मा अमृतं गमय ओम गच्छ त्वं भगवन् अग्नि स्वस्थाने कुण्डं मध्यतः हुतम् आदाय देवेभ्य शीघ्र देहि प्रसीद मे ओम ब्रह्मज्ञये नमः ओम त्वमेव माता च पितः त्वमेव त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव ॐ शान्ति 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 हरि ओम गर्व से कहो गर्व से कहो गर्व से कहो बोले श्री गजानन स्वामी की जय प्रभु श्री रामचंद्र की जय आर शक्ति जगदम्बा माता की जय उमापति महादेव की जय पवन पुत्र हनुमान की जय उदय शाह जगन्नाथ की जय बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय बोलिए श्री सत्य सनातन धर्म की बोलिए श्री स्वाहा माता की शुभमस्तु ब्लेसिंग्स टू ऑल
ओम जय स्वाहा माता मैया जय स्वाहा माता तुम अग्नि की शक्ति तुम अग्नि की शक्ति तुम सच्ची माता ओम जय स्वाहा